y'all. Once again, it's on. Back at you one more again, Real Kids TV in the house like kitchen sinks. Now, before I get into today's story, y'all jump in the comment section. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know your city, your state, your hood, your set. Let us know the man or the woman that you say you be. Let us know if you really that person for real. Well, oftentimes I jump on here and I joke and, we have a good time and we laugh together, and sometimes, we cry together but there's a very, very serious matter that's going on in Lexington, Kentucky. Made world news. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but it was a mass shooting in Lexington, Kentucky yesterday, which was Sunday, July 13th, I believe, at roughly 11:30-ish in the morning, a.m. Individual, and I'm gonna tag the or in the comment section rather, I'm going to put a link in, and I'm gonna pin the link, and you can go and actually check out the news coverage on it. Very, very sad situation. Individual that I've known for the better part of my life. Now, I don't want to get it misconstrued. It's not like we hung out every day. It's not like, but, we were locked up together a couple times. We the same age. He's like a year younger than me. Well known. Guy House. Rest in peace, Guy House. And he was very known in just throughout the community, of Lexington. Seemed to be loved. And for whatever reason, which we'll get into, and I'll tell you all everything that I personally know. I don't know everything about the story, so I can only give you what I know about it. These type of things you never think will happen to you. Maybe not you per se, but in an area in which you reside. We see it on television, the school shootings and people going into grocery stores and shooting in churches and just unleashing on crowds, but you never think that it would hit that close to home. Well, yesterday, July the 13th, will forever prove me wrong, and I'm sure a lot of other individuals just as well. Now, before we get into the actual events as far as why this may have occurred, a lot of people have their sentiments. A lot of people have their opinions on the matter. I don't condone violence, and I often speak about this. Unless someone's trying to cause you harm, and you're in a situation where you're just forced, and you have no other choice but to inflict violence upon someone to save yourself, or your kids, your family, your loved ones, what have you. I don't condone violence, and especially a situation such as this. I'm going to show you all a brief clip of Guy House. If you Google Guy House right now as you're watching the video, it's all over the internet. It made the world news, as it should. So y'all check this out. I didn't download it or anything like that, so I'm going to have to show it to you on my phone. Y'all bear with me. And I want you all to just see a brief video, if you will, of who Guy House really, really was. It's taking me a second because I have to turn my volume off. My phone's going off. But it's a sad situation, man. It's a sad day in the community. It's a sad day in America. It's just sad, man. These mass shootings. I'm not on here to bash anyone. I'm not on here to judge anyone. I don't know what he had going through his mind. I don't know what people have going through their minds at the time that they do these horrific things. But it's awful. It's very, very awful. And like I said, you can Google Guy House, Lexington, Kentucky, mass shooting, and it's all over the internet. Let's see here. Give me just a second. Check it out.
How y'all doing? This Guy House, baby. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I just walked out of the Child Support People Office. And on this celebratory occasion, I am remembering that this piece of paper here, this one right here, is stating kindly, come on, pussy ass cracker, fuck you mean? Paper is stating that I am done or have otherwise fulfilled my child support obligations in full. Now, bitch, what that means is, fuck you, you fat redneck bitch. Hey, me and my wife don't need no more yo interference. No more yo 2 cent. No more yo flabbergasted bullshit flim flam, okay? We don't need none of that no more. Cause so saith the paper. It's a wrap, bitch. It is a wrap. I owe you nothing. Nothing no more. Fucking motherfucker. You fat, uncomfortable built, dirty ass bitch. You look like 12 pounds of egg salad in a 6-pound bag, bitch. Beat it.
That was just a brief glimpse.
See? How y'all doing? This guy house, but
that was a brief glimpse. I don't know what happened or whatever, but the guy the guy was a very, very personable, once again well-liked individual. I don't want to jump on here and at any point attempt to condone the actions that he took. I don't even have to say allegedly that he took. Everybody loved the guy. Had viral videos. I wanted to show you all the entire video, but I don't know. I guess I inadvertently hit something and it cut out, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. At least you should. Have personality. The guy was very, very intelligent. And he was creative. He was talented. He could rap. One of the coldest MCs. They did somewhat of like a survey and it was a whole big thing, you know, as far as the top 5 MCs in Lexington, Kentucky to ever come out of Lexington, Kentucky. And he was definitely one of them. Y'all rock with me. He was definitely one of them. Now, when I'm giving you all of these, not necessarily accolades, but I'm telling you all about him, that's not to slight or disrespect the individuals that were affected by this horrific tragedy. The innocent people that are no longer with us for absolutely no reason at all. According to what I know, a new guy personally. Again, we never hung out or anything like that, but we locked up together, grew up in the same city, not together, but we see each other. What's up, my dog? How you doing, man? You know, his cousin, in which is I'm very, very, very close to. I spoke with him. Because, you know, Facebook and the internet, and they're going to say this, they're going to say that. And then his name has been released, his picture, the motive, somewhat. When I say somewhat, meaning the motive, has been released, on the news. So I didn't want to prematurely come out with a video yesterday because I didn't know the facts, and I wasn't going to come out, even though I knew it was clearly him, I wasn't going to come out until the news actually released it, that it was him, Guy House. According to his cousin, he had an ongoing situation. See, Guy just got out of prison maybe, it wasn't long ago. I don't know the exact time frame, but it's been within the last year and a half, 2 years. Somewhere right around in that time frame. Got out of prison, was doing well, went through a drug program. We all have issues. We all have things that we battle. Went through a drug program in Lexington. It's called drug court. It's a very, very strenuous, difficult program to get through, to be, totally honest. Got through the drug program, according to his cousin, and was doing well. He was doing his rap videos. Has a whole lot of traction. That video that I just showed you all, as of now, 1.1 million views. So he was viral. A lot of his videos got a lot of views. So, he was making money online. Seemed to be doing the right thing, living a sober life, clean, sober life. I guess a situation ensued between him and the mother of his child. He had a daughter, special needs daughter. And I don't know if his page is open to the public. I'm assuming they're going to take it down very, very soon. But if you want to go to Guy House's page, you can see like all the videos of him, several different videos and different, he's with different people on the videos and doing different things. But there's several different videos, if you will, of him and his daughter. And it was blatantly obvious from the videos that he loved his daughter. According to his cousin, as I mentioned, there was a fallout between... It was never the best relationship between the mother of his daughter and himself. Came home, got himself together, was making money, was trying to be there for his daughter. And again, I'm not putting the onus, I'm not putting the blame on anyone else. But there was some friction between him and the baby's mama. I mean, that's just what it is. Y'all rock with me. It's typically friction between the baby's mama. Y'all not married, y'all not together. It's typically going to be some sort of, friction and controversy, what have you. And it got to the point to where allegedly, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. I don't know. But allegedly, she stopped allowing him to see his daughter. Loved his daughter. Like I said, y'all go to his page, Guy House, Lexington, Kentucky. And you'll see the videos of him and his daughter. You see she's special needs. He didn't care. He loved his daughter, man. And I guess the friction grew and grew and grew. Paid child support. Once the child support obligations were, met, completed, or what have you, being that she was special needs, I guess he still had to go through the mother to, see the daughter. Whatever happened, that went left. If it was left, it went more left. If it was more left, it went more left. Whatever the case may be, it was a problem. Totally understandable. Because you see, I have daughters. If the mother of my children or whatever, don't allow me to see my child, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. I'm not saying I'm going to go through these measures. I'm not saying anything of the sorts, but I'm just saying you love your kids, man. You know, fathers a lot of times get so much flack. Fathers sometimes or oftentimes get so much flack of what they don't do, because as fathers, we're only allowed to do what we're allowed to do in certain situations. Because you have some of these women, some being the key word, some of these women that they're bitter, they're mad because you all not together, they're mad because maybe you did them wrong or whatever the case may be. Okay, he's with a new girl now. I got something for him. I know what's going. I can't hurt his heart no more, but I know what can. You won't see your kids no more, and that make it very, very difficult. Told you all about a situation, and this correlates with this story. I told you all about a situation a few months ago. I did a video. Young man had his son minding his business. Wasn't working out between him and the girlfriend. The son was only, at the time, maybe 4 or 5 months. And because he told her, listen, man, I think we need to just take a break because it's not working out. The girl was very, very, very violent. Text messages talking about she was going to have this done to him. She done tied an extension cord around his neck while he was asleep. All type of violent things to hit him, physically abused him, mentally abused him. Prosecution sees these text messages, sees these violent tendencies. Now, the reason I said the prosecution sees them because she comes to pick up her son one day and she's mad and she gets to commence to swinging and you know, assaulting him. He has the baby in his arms. He's pushing her away like, no. He's trying to make sure that the baby doesn't get hit. The baby's only 4 or 5 months old. He's pushing her away. In his house, in his mother's house. The mother's there, the sister's there, everybody's there. They get her out of the house. Her mother's actually outside in the car waiting. Instead of her coming in trying to be a mother, she don't know what's going on inside. But instead of her, once she understands what's going on the outside, meaning that once they went outside with it, she joins the fray. She jumps in and starts to act ignorant like her daughter's act. See, the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, man. You ain't never gonna see your son again. They immediately go downtown. Now, she's the aggressor. She's the attacker. She's she did all the assaulting. Filed an EPO, Emergency Protective Orders, what they call it in Lexington. Court date. He hit me. Not only did he hit me and assault me, he hit his son. There was no hospital. Never took the son to the hospital. There was no pictures. There was pictures, but there was no visible injuries. And to this day, this was a year and a half ago, the courts is dragging him through the mud. I had to hire an attorney. Got arrested for assault, charged him with a felony, offering him a plea deal right now, at least the last time that I knew, a couple months ago, of a misdemeanor. Did about a month in jail. He's been on house arrest ever since, so that counts as though he's in custody. And he never did a daggone thing. He never did anything to that woman. But yet, who do the courts believe? Same thing with the Diddy trial. Who is the courts gonna believe? I was afraid. I didn't know what to do. Well, ma'am, if he raped you all of these times and he assaulted you all of these times and he made you do these things with all of these men and he made you, okay, you were afraid, you didn't want to leave, but why did you continue to work for this individual for an additional 8 years? Because he told me that if I didn't, I would never work in this town. Okay, well, ma'am, why are there over 2,000 text messages in which you're praising this individual. I love you despite what we've gone through. I'll never leave you. I'm always be by your side. Whatever you need from me, I'm there for you. I love you, baby. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I was afraid. Tears streaming down their face. I didn't know who I could trust. Fuck out of here, man. Men are often made out to be deadbeats. We don't want to do for our kids. We don't know. And there are some deadbeats. Don't get it misconstrued. There are. But oftentimes, man, these women, they know that they have the power. They hold the power. So they can say anything. They know that you don't love them anymore like that. You love them because they gave you, a child. You love them, but you have love for them. But you're just not in love with them like that anymore. So instead of continuing to hurt them, you tell them, you sit them down, y'all have a conversation, and you move on. But a lot of them can't deal with that. Once they understand that the man don't care anything about you messing with another dude or you having another boyfriend, whatever the case may be, okay, well, I know what will hurt him. I know what will pierce his heart. His kids. And so many women do that and get away with it. I'm not saying that was a situation in this case, but I know that he loved his daughter. I don't know what went on with them, but I know that he loved his daughter. I guess it got to the point to where he just couldn't take it anymore, and I don't condone this at all. None. Nada. Nathaniel, which means nothing. Absolutely not at all, rather. I don't condone this at all. It's fed up, man. Not to put the blame on her. We're all responsible for ourselves. Gets to the point to where I guess he's done talking, he's done arguing, he's done. You're not allowing me to see my daughter, the love of my life, all the money that I'm making on social media, I don't care about any of that. Gets back on drugs, allegedly. Gets back on drugs. Once you get on drugs, your decision making is not the best. It's not the most rational decisions that you'll make. Your decision making is erratic, spontaneous. You're not clearly thinking risk versus reward. I don't know what guy was thinking on the morning of July 13th, 2025. Had an encounter, he's in a car. Had an encounter at the airport, the Lexington airport, or by the Lexington airport. Actually, it was at the Lexington airport. Whatever reason, whatever the case may be, I don't know, but the state trooper pulled him over. Perhaps he was driving erratic. I don't know. The state trooper pulled him over. Obviously, he got that thing on him. He got that hammer on him. He's a convicted felon. He ain't trying to go back to prison. He's often was quoted and people often heard him say, I'm not going back to prison. They never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5. That's how a lot of people feel that's done a lot of time in prison. and you get, your latter stages of life. I believe the guy was 47. Done enough time. I'm not going back to prison. We're going to hold court in the streets. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that. But doing and saying it are two totally different things. Paint the picture. Convicted felon. You got a gun in the car. State trooper pulls you over. You probably high out your band. Smoking weed, drinking, whatever. All this is alleged. I'm just, I wasn't there. But I have been a criminal for several years of my life. So I'm using criminal thinking. Police pulled him over. Smells weed. He wants to ask him to step out of the vehicle so that he can do a, some sort of a vehicle search or a sobriety test or what have you. Guy wasn't going for it. If I step out of this vehicle, I'm going back to prison, man. Murder on my mind, man. My daughter, man. Y'all catch me up with this gun, it's a wrap. Opens fire on the state trooper. Knocks him down. Takes off. Now he done injured, potentially unaliving a state trooper that was just doing his job. Runs up on this lady, hijacks her, takes her car. He don't do any damn, he don't harm her in any way, takes her car. Had to switch vehicles, so now he's gone to where he thinks that his baby's mama's at, the mother of his child. At this point, it's before 11:30 a.m., because he has to have time to get there. So let's just say it's 11:15 a.m. I'm all the way in it now. Ain't no coming back from this. I done just, did my thing on a state trooper. He may be alive, he may not be alive. I don't know. I'm going out in the blaze. He goes to the church to where he feels as though the mother of his child is at. A church to where he knows that a lot of her family is there. A church to where his mother once belonged to that church, frequented that church. He knows where they at in his mind. He knows he don't have much time. He knows they coming. I hear him coming. I hear him coming. Scream! I hear him coming. He knows they coming. Technology. He knows he doesn't have much time. Again, I wasn't there. I'm just thinking like a criminal. Definitely wouldn't have reacted the way he reacted. Let's make that clear, abundantly clear. But at the same time, this is how he reacted. According to the news. And the media, they don't always tell the truth. But being that no one else was there, according to the news, and not necessarily the news, the people that were on the news, the victim's relatives. He walked in. I believe her name may have been Angel, or is Angel. I could be wrong, but I believe her name's Angel. Where's Angel at? Angel's not here. Angel's not here. Okay. Well, guess what? Somebody got to be unalived. Hits one woman. Boom. She's like in her 70s, 72. Allegedly, that was the mother. Allegedly, that was the mother of Angel. Hits another one. Boom, another woman. She's like 32, 34, somewhere right around in that age range. Hits her. Allegedly, that was the sister of Angel. Two men he opened fire on. He didn't just open fire on the crowd. Not to dismiss what he did. He didn't just open. He had certain people, I guess, in his mind that he wanted to cause harm to. The husband of Angel's mother hit him. He's the pastor of the church. Hit him. The husband of allegedly Angel's sister hit him. By this point, the police was already coming. They had already tracked the situation. It's 3 police officers. Actually, I think it's more than that, but it's probably a whole SWAT on the scene at that point. They get there. They're made out to be heroes, as though he was gonna unalive the whole church. No, he had the specific people that he had in mind. So they're gonna get a medal of honor and a badge of honor or whatever. But if he wanted to unalive the entire church or the individuals that were, because they were like making lunch for, the people of the church, he could have just done so. But he had specific people. This is just my thoughts, my sentiments. He had specific people that he had in mind. It's no coincidence that everybody, with the exception of the state trooper, everybody in the church were all somewhat related to this situation. I don't know if they were encouraging the daughter or what have you to not allow him to see the kid. Whatever the case may be, they didn't deserve any of that. Her mother, allegedly, 72 years old, didn't make it. Her sister, 32, 34-year-old, didn't make it. But the 2 men, one's still in critical and the other one is I believe he's been released. And at this point, maybe both of them have been released. But I know that as of early this morning, they were both still, alive. One was definitely going to be okay, which was the younger gentleman, the husband of the sister. Like I said, police came, shootout or whatever. He's unalive. He's gone. There's so much going on as a result of this. People arguing over social media, people falling out over social media because a lot of people saying R.I.P. Guy House, man, you was a heck of a dude, man. And then you have individuals that's jumping on saying, how can you say this guy was a heck of a dude? He's a piece of, crap. He's nothing. He unalived people that didn't even have anything to do with it. And I understand both sides. I just feel like who are we to judge anybody? Who are we to judge anybody? What he did was terrible, horrific. I would never do anything, encourage. I would never, ever in life suggest anyone do anything about or even remotely close to that. But mental health is real. A lot of people said that he was going through some mental health problems. You don't ever know what a person's thinking in their mind. Why are you playing games with people? If you in a relationship with a person and you're going to cheat on them, just tell them, baby, this is just not for me. I love you, but I being monogamous, because you don't know what that person is thinking. You don't know what that person is capable of. You don't know what that person's gonna do. Don't play with a person when they love their kids, and that's the only way that you feel as though you can get back at them. And again, I'm not condoning his actions, never. But there'll still be some people. Oh, Kens, you said, man, I just clearly said I'm not condoning the motherfucking actions, man. Just don't play games with people's hearts. Don't play games with people's mind. I can get over if I'm with you and you tell me that you don't want to be with me no more. I might be hurt, might not be. I don't know. But I'm saying, at worst case scenario, I'm going to be hurt. But later on, I'm going to respect the fact that you told me. But if I find out that you messing with another dude and I'm doing for you and I'm giving to you and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and the whole time you've been dealing with this other individual, now I'm going to have a serious, serious problem. Just what it is. Be honest. Be upfront with people. Don't play games, especially when it comes to the kids. People love their kids. Well, if he loved his daughter, he never would have done this. Well, when you mix mental health into it, unless you've experienced mental health issues, problems, or whatever, you don't know what an individual's thinking and what they would do. You don't know. You don't know. More and more details will continue to come out about the situation, about the case. I hate that this whole scenario happened. I hate that it just happens all across the world, all across America. Like, it just happens every day. You're hearing and seeing something about a mass shooting, man. People just going crazy and just... But they say, if you're a felon, oh man, better not possess a handgun, firearm. We'll send you to the feds. Well, what are you to do? Imagine, Sunday morning, you get up, normal routine, you go to church, give the Lord some time or whatever, your higher power may be. And you don't even make it home. Or you make it home after being in the hospital for an extended stay because somebody that came in. Like, who would have imagined that? Who would imagine that you go to church, you go to work, you go to the grocery store, you go to an event that's supposed to be safe? Who would imagine that you wouldn't, or your relatives wouldn't make it home? But they say, oh, you got a felony for child support. In Kentucky anyway, Commonwealth. You got a felony for credit cards. You got a felony for checks. Nothing violent. You got a felony for theft. So you will never be able to possess a weapon to protect yourself ever again. If I could legally carry it, I don't give a fuck. I'm carrying my shit wherever I go. You heard me? If I take the trash out, if I take the Herbie Kirby in Kentucky, is what we call it, the Herbie Kirby. I don't know what you all call it. But like, you live in the house, you put your trash in the Herbie, and you take it out, put it on the curb for the trash man. But if you don't live in the house, you take it to the dumpster or whatever. Man, I'm keeping my peace on me at all times, man, because you never know what's gonna happen. I don't want to inflict pain or violence upon anybody, but I have to protect me and mine. I have to protect me and mine. Read between the lines. I have to protect me and mine. I'd rather be judged by 12 and carried by 6. The law says this, but guess what? The law don't give a fuck about my family. We live in a hateful world, a very, 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 very hateful world, messed up world, misconstrued world, a world where people are really, they don't even care about people's innocence. They don't care about people's It's all about advancing their careers. And you got these prosecutors. Man. They don't give a damn about people, man. They don't give a damn about people. But as soon as somebody does something to a prosecutor, he was a monster. He did something to a public official. Fuck him. They're not caring about anything. Now, I'm not saying they go do anything to them, but what I'm saying is they don't care about anything that this public official is doing to you and your family with these bogus charges. They know you don't have the money and the resources to fight them, so they send you to prison. And on the flip side, I have this conviction, that conviction, and whenever there's an individual, a big individual such as a Diddy or a Lil Durk or a Young Thug or the dude from Abercrombie and Fitch, or they're gonna fabricate these cases. I'm not saying that they were all on the up and up, but what they do is they fabricate these cases and they put it out in the media, so it makes it look so much worse than what it really was, because a lot of times it was nothing. R. Kelly should not be in prison for 30 years right now. Give him 5, 6, 10 years. But this is what they do. And people that have never been in the system, they don't understand that. They don't quite get it. So you got people taking matters into their own hands, but I don't know. That's a different story for a different day, man. I'm starting to get a little agitated by the entire situation, you know. But man, I pray for the family, the mother of that child. I pray for the entire family, because they didn't deserve that. They didn't. They didn't deserve that whatsoever. Y'all be sure to check out the link that I pinned. Do your research if you want to, learn more about this situation. And I don't agree with what he did, but R.I.P. Guy House. R.I.P. to the two women that was just in church to praise the Lord, man, that lost their lives. Prayers go out to the two gentlemen that were shot, injured, wounded, that were in the church. Prayers go out to the state trooper, his family, it's terrible, man. A terrible situation, man. Real Kens TV.